Now, today we are going to solve systems of nonlinear equations using substitution method. Let's consider the system x times y equals 3, x squared plus y squared equals 10. So we can name these equations as this equation as 1 and this equation as 2. So to solve the system using the substitution method, let's consider the first equation and solve this equation for y. So y equals 3 over x. Then substitute this expression instead of y in the second equation. So x squared plus 3 over x, the whole quantity squared equals 10. So x squared, when you square this term, you'll get 9 over x squared equals 10. And we can see that this is a rational equation. So to solve this rational equation, we have to multiply both sides of the equation by the lowest common denominator. So the lowest common denominator for this equation is x squared. So let's multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. So we'll get x to the 4 plus 9 equals 10x squared. Then solve this equation. Take all the terms to one side of the equation by subtracting 10x squared from both sides. So x to the 4 minus 10x squared plus 9 equals 0. So in order to solve for x, we need to factor this equation. So to factor this equation, we need to find two numbers whose product is 9 and sum is negative 10. So the numbers are negative 1 and negative 9. So we can factor this equation as x squared minus 9 times x squared minus 1. And to solve for x, set each factor to 0 by using the zero product rule. So x squared minus 9 equals 0. Then add 9 on both sides. So x squared equals 9. To solve for x, take square root on both sides. So x equals plus or minus square root of 9. Always need to consider both values. So x equals plus or minus 3. And also consider the second factor, x squared minus 1 equals 0. To solve for x, add 1 on both sides. Then by using the square root property, we can find the value of x, take square root on both sides. So x equals plus or minus square root of 1, that is plus or minus 1. So we need to find the corresponding y values also. Let's go to the next page. So we have x equals negative 3, x equals 3, and also y equals we have the same x values. So x equals negative 1 and x equals 1. So we need to find the corresponding values for y. So we have the equation y equals 3 over x. When you substitute x as negative 3, you'll get the value of y as negative 1. When we substitute x as 3, we'll get y as 1. And when x equals negative 1, y equals negative 3. When x equals 1, y equals 3. So the corresponding ordered pairs are negative 3 -1, and 3, 1. And here we have -1, -3. And for the last value, we have the ordered pair 1 and 3. So we got 4 solutions. And when we check these solutions with our second equation is x squared plus y squared equals 10. When you substitute all these values, like x and y values in this equation, you can see that all these values will satisfy the equation. So our final solution set equals -3, -1, where 3, 1, and then -1, -3, and 1, 3. So when you solve systems of linear equations, make sure to check the proposed solutions with both the equations.